Serious, Redditors from Myanmar, Burma. How are you after the army seizing power in a coup today? I'm an international student that is planning to go to Canada on 16th of February. I already booked a ticket but was told today morning that it was cancelled and the military closed off the airport. All morning, we have no phone nor data connections. The only ones that are able to spread what's happening are the younger generation that have access to Wi-Fi, but mine was cut off in the morning too. I spent the whole morning worried and in panic for my father who is coming back to Yangon since he have a few ties with the military. I still haven't heard from him. I really hope he is safe and I hope the people of Myanmar can walk through this without any unnecessary bloodshed, unlike what happened in 8888. So sorry to hear that. Hope you stay safe. Only the fiber internet works and people are panic buying. Other than that, not much. I live in the capital and I have not seen police or military people today yet. Stay safe, I hope it all calms down. Hey y'all. Honestly, this was pretty predictable as there have been escalating tensions for the past week or so. Today was the day the new parliament was supposed to convene, so the most sensible day to strike. Woke up to my Wi-Fi and both my phones being cut, along with landlines. Went to the market and other places to get food and other provisions, as this is not the first time something like this happened in recent history. All in all, there are people in worse situations than me, so right now I'm just grateful to be safe and not be in danger. If you can, please raise awareness about this to people around you, as I don't see it being widely talked about. This happened in Uganda too during elections. With internet being cut, banks got shut down for a whole weekend. We expect it'll get cut sometime soon again. Looks like other countries are learning from African dictators. I'm an international student following online classes from abroad while I am back home in Myanmar, and they just shut down internet and mobile services in attempt to ease the coup. We really need help while the military threatens our lives any place anytime. We are already damaged by COVID as a third world country, now we gotta struggle with military coup. This is a disaster. People's lives here are too flimsy to feed their families, in and out with the poverty line, and I am dang worried about my politician dad. Slight chance I'll get arrested, but last time I checked, those fossils in charge now don't know what Reddit is, so IDGAF. It's horrible. All my family and friends are demoralized after the news of the coup, and to make matters worse, Wi-Fi was cut off and I couldn't get a signal for half the dang day. It's terrifying how they can just turn it off whenever they wish, and there's nothing we can do. Even worse, the only channel on TV is the military-owned news channel. Search for and download useful materials while you can. Things that will be day-to-day useful, and other information you might need. I am from Myanmar and I am fucking scared, dude. There are news that they are going to cut off internet at midnight. First pandemic and now this. I just want to finish my college, have some jobs, and support my family. This fucking suck, man. Fuck this. I am crying. My thoughts are with you. Stay strong. You can get through this. Not in Myanmar RN, but from a call with my mom just now. Seems like they've restored internet but phone lines are still dead. Military has taken a bunch of prisoners from the Democratic Party and abolished parliament. They've also made General Myan Swe as acting president. Military supporters are marching streets and beating up citizens and journalists. Pretty much all I know for now. Well, I am not Burmese, but people of my origin stays in a province. I hope they are safe. Internet is very sporadic now, but here's a further update if I can get it to post. A snap curfew was called for 8 PM local time here in Yangon. All shops and businesses closed quickly and there was a rush of people on the streets to get home. Mobile data is now worse than this morning. As of 8:45 PM, all shops are closed and there are very few cars on the street. Nothing seems too bad though, just a quick closure of activity. I hope you remain safe. Take care. Actually from Thailand, not Myanmar. So here in Thailand, there was a rally in front of Burmese embassy in Bangkok against the coup by Burmese people in Thailand and the Thai anti-coup group. The same group that hold the rally against Thai junta government for past few months. And Thai police just hit their new low again for the 1,000th times, using violence against protesters. I'm in Yangon. Can give an end of day update. It's just before 6 PM local time here. 1. Phone mobile voice services. Yes, They were out of action early morning until around 2-3 p.m. for me, including SMS. I've managed to get only one voice call connected mid-afternoon, MPT to a friend. No other voice call successful. I just tried again. SMS still intermittent. Data is okay but drops out. 2. Panic buying. Nil that I could see. Downtown area. Seriously none at Minimarts. Citamits. Check 3. And another marketplace at Canthera mid-afternoon. Counted less than 10 people in the store. And it was so quiet only one checkout was open. 3. Banks ATMs. All major banks closed. All major bank ATMs. CB, KBZ, AIR, Yoma all offline. AGD and MAB were working as of 4 p.m. at a standalone shopping mall set of ATMs at the entrance, i.e. not attached to a bank. 4. Military presence. None that I saw downtown. I did not pass City Hall next to Seoul Pagoda, but could see all the way down Seoul Road from Bojayok Road. 5. Police presence. Nothing unusual. 6. Miscellaneous. Grabbed down this morning. Foodpanda seems online now. What else? Thanks for the info. Please stay safe. Just saw this post and thought I'd like to add. Doing alright, but there's a martial law being enforced tomorrow. Curfew of 8 p.m. And if you're caught outside, they have permission to shoot to kill. Apparently, don't know if fake or not, Wi-Fi is being cut at midnight, apparently, and so is the electricity, apparently. I can use the internet from my phone but not Wi-Fi, unless you use MPT or Mytel. It's horrible. They cut out all the channels except for MWD and banks and airports are closed. It's the complete opposite for me. I can use Wi-Fi but no internet connection from my phone, MPT. Well, it doesn't change much from being quarantined. My friend told me that it happened approximately at 3 a.m. 1st of February. Burmese time phone lines were cut, only fiber Wi-Fi works. Zoom meetings and online classes were cancelled today for me. There are large gatherings protesting about the votes last year. Basically the losing party accused the winning party of manipulating votes. Some groups that support the losing party would physically assault people wearing shirts that support the winning party, or just people wearing red because that's the color of those shirts. There are some rumors of martial law being declared. As of writing now, some of the phone lines have come back online. People were saying that schools would reopen after every adult has been vaccinated, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Future is uncertain. This mixed feeling of hatred, anger and disgust I can't even describe. Right now, military coup is official and will rule the country for over 1 year. Democratically elected politicians as well as public figures were taken by the military. They have our president and our leader Aung San Suu Kyi. TV, radio and phone signals were cut off. The internet connection can be cut down at any point. Our country and the people have been through so much enduring the pain for democracy. Now that we got it, we can't just let them take it back. It's time for us to stand up and fight. So please help us in any ways that you can. My BF is from Myanmar. The last thing he said is your baby might die in a war. He's one of the few people that makes me get through life. I've never been this scared. I know this is cliche to say, and even rude, but try giving our stoicism a look. While there are things you can't control, I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Stay positive. US resident here. I'm a teacher in an American city with a large Burmese refugee population. A lot of my students have family over there. I've never had a bad Burmese student, and I love you guys. Stay safe. I don't know what I can do besides pray and try to be a source of compassion for my kids who have family being affected, but I will do both of those for whatever that's worth. Best of luck. I'm already too sacred for my future within a morning. Our rights are taken away. I slept peacefully last night, but I feel I woke up in a war zone as a 18 years old student living in Myanmar. I am so scared of future. This is a coup, can't not be justified. Sorry for my English, I am bad in English. I'm so sorry. I'll help spread the word. A friend of mine was on her way returning home, Yangon, from Mandalay when all this crap happened. All lines were cut and I have no way of confirming where she is right now. I hope she has at least settled at Mandalay and not get caught up with the military blocking the roads. Frick, I am getting really worried for her. I can't sleep well. I sent her text messages when the line came back up temporarily, but she still hasn't replied. And they are gonna shut it down again according to news. Now I will never know if she is safe, and frick man, I'm just so worried. I don't know what to expect of the unforeseeable future. All my A-levels are cancelled. Haven't answered a single one, and airports are being closed off. My education is taking a huge hit as of now. But I couldn't care less for now. All I need to know is if my friend is safe or not. I hope you get a hold of her soon. Hey, Burmese here. It's 1:08 AM in the morning. I can still use my Wi-Fi and internet. We're pretty safe because we're all fighting on Twitter and TikTok to get noticed from international communities. We're now trending in Twitter. You can search it up. If you're Burmese or not studying or working in the forging country, it will be appreciated that you use your social media platforms to spread awareness about what's happening in Myanmar, Burma. Woke up at 6:30 today. Like on every Monday, I opened Chrome to watch Attack on Titan Season 4. The Wi-Fi was connected, but there was no internet connectivity. Nothing out of the ordinary yet. Then, I checked my phone to see that both of the network carriers had absolutely no signal. Sheer terror went through my body, and I connected the dots. Vietnamese here. Just heard about this a few moments ago, and damn, this sucks. The future of our own nation is uncertain as it is, but to hear a fellow ASEAN brothers turning into a mess like that is not a pleasant sight. I pray for all brothers of freedom in Myanmar. Bro, I was in a hotel and it was about 5 or 6 AM when the staff virgin was like, the military has taken over. I was so freaking scared I packed in 5 minutes and left. There weren't any cell service or Wi-Fi for 5 or 6 hours and the government called in a state of emergency. Today's the day after the coup, and just an update. The internet and data got cut off and just started working now. Might differ from regions though. Shops and banks are once again cautiously opening and there's no suspicious police military presence so far. Looking on the practical side of things, most people including me are very skeptical of how the military is gonna run things. I mean, in my view, the US just imposed sanctions on us a few hours ago and other countries are likely to do too. That's gonna work out real well on our already bust economy, plus it'd be harder to get COVID-19 aid due to the airports being reportedly closed till May. I feel so numb cause the whole incident feels so surreal even though it's happening right in front of my eyes. Personally, I don't feel scared. I guess just feel helpless. My country's future is very uncertain now and it feels, to me at least, like we'll be suffering a really difficult double blow from both the pandemic and this coup. The US should not be spending our tax dollars in foreign countries, imo. I am a Burmese living in the US and was really excited for the new parliament members to take office today. When I saw the news that Aung San Suu Kyi, we call her Ome Sue, Mother Sue, was detained by the military on BBC, I broke down and cried in front of my wife and her parents who are American. She gave up so much in her life to help bring democracy to Myanmar, and the Burmese military regime keep crapping the progress just to cover their asses. Wait, what? Why is this not on my recommended news articles? People care more about telling me about natural remedies and other trash, but won't tell me when a military coup happened somewhere? I've literally been listening to news in the radio all morning and afternoon. I only learned of this because of this thread. I feel angry and lament at the same time. PLZ, save us from these military junta. They are giving reasons for coup, but the truth is they did it because they want the power. Please save us from these military junta by spreading this news to whole world. We don't know when the internet will cut off again. Words can't express my concern for you all. I will spread the word. People are hitting pots and pans and making metal banging noises from their homes at 8 PM to show the disapproval of the military coup. This is one of the non-violent ways to protest. Civil services including teachers, doctors, engineers and nurses are also holding civil disobedience campaign by not performing their duties, not going to work for the military-led government starting this evening. Myanmar's neighboring country, Thailand, has had coup after coup after coup. Yet things are pretty normal there. Thailand's current government is basically military junta that rose to power by doing coup. If by normal you mean slowly falling apart culturally, economically, and politically thanks to the military, conservative elites, and a palace full of sex-addicted psychopaths. Sure dude. Whatever floats your boat. Source: me, a Thai. TBH, I am really conflicted about Aung San Suu and the treatment of the Rohingya Muslims under her leadership. She fought so hard for democracy and then Burma, won the Nobel Peace Prize, then turned around and persecuted the Rohingya. Burmese person talking. I mean, it's pretty stressful. A lot of people have experienced this type of thing before and it was not great. The stressful part is how you don't know what might happen. In the morning all things were cut off and we were worried at everything. I saw the statement from the military live. It was shocking to hear we would be in a state of emergency for a year. A person with absolute power can just do anything in a second. Shots could be fired. People might get killed. Just hard to think what might happen if the military shows up on her street and starts knocking on her door. At first I was surprised because I thought that Myanmar had been ruled by a military junta since forever, but apparently they had been civilian government in the last couple of years. It's weird to learn that a country was not under a dictatorship only when you get the news that they have reverted back to it. It is under a dictatorship. The civilian government is just theater. It provides a scapegoat for the Rohingya thing. This is that sort of thing that people in more developed countries say never happens to them. And when you look at how this went down, it's eerily similar to what almost happened in the US. And for all we know is still simmering beneath the surface. Main difference being I don't believe the US military is involved. But it seems the insurrectionists are trying to recruit them as well as La. In Myanmar, the military first claimed the election was fraudulent. Check. Then tried to win that argument in court. Check. But lost. Check. And so then decided to attempt a coup. Half check. In US it was the supporters of the losing politician. And then apparently succeeded. No check. Perhaps this is just the normal ramp up to most coups. Definitely, the only thing the Trump attempted coup lacked was the backing of the military, and that's probably the most if not the only required prerequisite for a successful coup. First of all, the internet's been shut off there. Second of all, if there is a coup in your country, it's not a good idea to immediately start posting negative things about it. I doubt there will be many replies. The internet and cell reception are back. We're all posting about it on Twitter and Facebook, but there won't be many replies since Myanmar people don't really use Reddit. But rest assured, everyone has been cursing the military despite being in deep trouble. Even young people like me, I'm 21, know what the military junta has done to our country. I hate them as much as my inability to do anything to that rebellion armed group led by Minute Song Halang. All we can do is stay the fuck at home and endure all taunts and fake propaganda, trying to mislead the supporters of winning party to violence that were organized by these animals. I keep seeing things revolving around this on Reddit. Can someone possibly explain to me what exactly is happening? I'm still quite confused and don't understand what's happening. TL Dr. The army claimed the past November's elections were fraudulent, and they happened to favor the ruling party while the party of the army got peanuts in Congress. The army has now seized power, after less than 10 years of free elections. We all panicked and worried about our country, but we, Myanmar people, all are safe, but the military is doing everything to get the authority. We all seeking for help from all over the world. We do not want to repeat terrible and devastating time like in 1988. After everything we've fought over 50 years, it's all over again. The 31st of January is just a normal day. In the morning of the 1st of February, we were kicked out from the world and all the running jobs are suspended after the military cut off all phones and internet. They published a statement that they seized power because there were chaos and protests around the country. But there weren't. A few days earlier, only 10 to 50 people were protesting the election results. Of course, those people are thugs backed by the military. At that time, nobody cared about them or joined them because the whole country accepted the election and moving on. Even the COVID vaccine were arrived and starting to use for emergency workers. Those military bastards are really toxic for today's society. Their supporters are just a tiny group of people with extremists and uneducated thugs. Whatever other countries do, those bastards will do anything they want for their own benefits like the old times. If you guys know about Nagas cyclone in 2008, you guys will know that. Right now, we simply don't know whether there is a hope or not. I feel lost. We do not know what is going to happen next. All our lives just go turned upside down. Our job securities are no longer certain. The impact of international sanctions will be felt by the citizens rather than these buttholes, as they will turn to China and Russia. All of these implications and uncertainties just leave me paralyzed. I haven't been able to work for 2 days now because I am emotionally unstable and can't focus. Find myself tearing up out of the blue. I am sure a lot of young people are feeling the same. We were so looking forward for COVID to be over and get vaccinated so that we return to some semblance of normalcy. This took it all away. And not just a chance at normalcy but also our hope and dreams. Despite all that, we will continue to keep our heads high and go forward, not give in to fear or let them control us. We as a country learn from this, and also this send a warning to other countries how fragile democracy is, and that you can lose it in an instant. We fought for it for decades to only lose it in a day. For now, I feel like it's time for us to grieve and recollect ourselves. A bit late, but just adding a few more updates. Most of the fiber internet went down as of 1100 MMT the 2nd of February 2021. Still no fiber internet. Mobile internet is working again, but only certain operator. My friends have trouble accessing multiple websites without a VPN. Blackouts in certain areas. There was a fire to a communication tower. Confirmed. And heard rumors that there are more. This shut down the lights and internet of those certain areas. And me? Mostly just trying to be positive. Also to fellow Burmese peeps out there. Please stay safe. Don't go out. Please use VPNs and encrypted messaging. It's called Burma by the people. Only the military calls it Myanmar. The military has been committing genocide for years against the Christian residents of the country. Was there any clue or warning signs that something like this will happen? Hope you all stay safe, Burmese folks. Democracy shall prevail. As someone who fought against a coup in my country, I hope the best for you guys. Holy FCK, I am happy civilians fought against army and won. Well crap, I am a Burmese and I live with my parents in Alabama, but my grandparents are still in Burma. I hope they are okay. My grandma can't walk and my grandpa's eyes stuck, but they do live with my mom's relatives, so I hope they realize what's happened and don't go outside after the time of I think 8 PM. Myanmar citizen here. Most of us are physically okay, but mentally, we are totally in bad shape. The fact that electricity, communications, the internet can be gone and the military can arrive at your door any moment scares us continuously. Almost all of the young people are trying to get back on track of career and education in 2021 since COVID. Now they are really depressed about their futures. Me, who grows up under a military regime, I seriously don't want to go back that time. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.